Get ready for NFL action, because the Bengals' schedule is about to explode with possibilities. We dive deep into the potential boost coming to the Cincinnati Bengals, looking at how the evolving NFL schedule could redefine their season. We're tracking everything from the rookie class expectations to major matchup implications that could completely change how this team performs.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we look at the massive roster shakeup involving the Giants and the Bengals draft. We break down the incredible trade that sent Dexter Lawrence to Cincinnati and explore what that move means for the defensive line and the entire team's trajectory moving forward. This is a major piece of the puzzle we need to unpack. Then, we're talking about the deep draft strategy that led to Cashius Howell joining the Bengals, and what that selection tells us about the team's commitment to bolstering their defensive talent. We examine the trade scenarios and the value Cincinnati found in securing that edge defender in the draft. Finally, we hear directly from Orlando Brown Jr. about the Dexter Lawrence trade and what it truly means for the Bengals' defense and locker room culture. This is a candid look at the leadership and impact of this new addition, and don't miss what this means for Week 1. Stay locked in. The NFL landscape is rapidly shifting, with the upcoming schedule poised to deliver significant opportunities for the Cincinnati Bengals. Analysts suggest the NFL schedule could provide the team with a substantial boost this season, emphasizing that timing could be crucial for their success. Focusing on the talent pipeline, the Bengals are entering a rookie class with high expectations, featuring big bodies and significant potential. Furthermore, the team's top draft pick has reportedly provided insight into when Cincinnati might finalize its next major personnel move, suggesting a less contentious negotiation than previous years. On the field, momentum is building. Orlando Brown Jr. continues to make a notable impact within the community, while Barrett Carter is noted for a significant change in his performance, highlighting the team's evolving dynamics. A deep dive into talent rankings reveals that the defensive line is emerging as a strong point for the Bengals, signaling increased depth. In other news across the league, the Los Angeles Chargers have agreed to a one-year deal with tight end David Njoku, providing Justin Herbert with a new offensive weapon. CBS has also added a Saturday night game in Week 15 to the broadcast schedule. The NFL schedule continues its evolution, with the New York Giants set to host the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football in Week 15, setting the stage for the closing games of the first Sunday of action. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills are set to play their first regular season game in their new stadium in Week 2, marking a primetime debut for the new venue. Finally, there are emerging rumors regarding the Pittsburgh Steelers, with reports surfacing about a potential meeting between Aaron Rodgers and team personnel, leaving fans eagerly anticipating further developments. The Cincinnati Bengals' 2026 NFL schedule is rapidly approaching its full reveal, with speculation mounting regarding international matchups, new holiday game days, and key divisional showdowns. The official schedule release is slated for Thursday evening, promising details on marquee matchups and primetime rivalries. Predictions for the Bengals slate suggest a potential return to international play. One possibility involves a trip to Madrid to face the Atlanta Falcons, or a return to London to confront the Washington Commanders. One analyst favors a return to the United Kingdom, citing a past tie against Washington in 2016 and suggesting the league could leverage the Joe Burrow versus Jaden Daniels quarterback dynamic for a compelling matchup. Regarding rivalries, the focus remains on the AFC North. A notable observation is the pattern of the Baltimore Ravens rivalry, where the last 4 encounters have occurred on Thursday night games, a pattern that one source finds nearly unbelievable. Furthermore, the influence of star quarterback Joe Burrow on scheduling remains a topic of discussion. While Burrow has reportedly called out scheduling preferences, analysts suggest his influence may be more about inspiring primetime slots rather than dictating exact game days. A shift towards a weekend or Monday night game is anticipated, unless a bye week intervenes. Finally, a long-standing fan desire, hosting a game on Black Friday, has not materialized. Despite previous lobbying efforts, the Bengals have not yet played on Thanksgiving since establishing it as a tradition in 2023. However, given the team's strong performance, some are urging the franchise to reconsider hosting a game on Thanksgiving, noting the team's appeal and the availability of an all-black alternate uniform. Noi Dung Kai Tight. The Cincinnati Bengals secured defensive end Cashius Howell in the NFL draft, a move that has sparked debate within the sports community regarding the value of their Day 3 selections. Analysts suggest that if the Day 2 draft had unfolded differently, the Bengals might have missed out on several key players. /N/N following a trade involving the 10th overall pick for nose tackle Dexter Lawrence, Cincinnati faced a wait at pick number 41. Before selecting Howell with that pick, reports indicate the Bengals nearly traded up for him. Behind-the-scenes footage from the New York Giants draft war room suggests general manager Joe Scone discussed trade-down scenarios from the 37th pick to either number 40 or number 41, involving the Chiefs and Bengals. /N/N Giants life sources indicate that the Lions offered multiple picks to facilitate a move back from the 37th spot to the 50th position in the second round, contingent on the availability of Colton Hood. The Bengals' decision to hold their position was influenced by the fact that the Giants held on to Tennessee cornerback Colton Hood, who was still available at pick 37, prompting the Giants to take him immediately. /N/N Cincinnati's strategy appears to have been focused on edge defenders, as 4 of the 6 players drafted between picks 40 and 46 were defensive ends or stand-up rush linebackers. This mirrors the earlier decision by the Chiefs to select R. Mason Thomas over Howell, despite Howell growing up as a Kansas City fan. /N/N The Bengals' subsequent draft selections, including 6th and 7th round picks, were also significant. They utilized pick 199 to trade for wideout Colby Young and center Connor Lew, alongside offensive lineman Brian Parker II, tight end Jack Andries, and defensive tackle Landon Robinson. These trades involved high-value assets, suggesting that any trade for Howell could have significantly impacted the value of these other picks. /N/N experts suggest that the Bengals' conservative front office decision to hold their line resulted in securing Howell, a move that could have signaled a more aggressive stance toward bolstering the team for the playoffs. The team will now be closely watched to assess Howell's performance against other edge players drafted in the vicinity, such as Derek Moore and Zion Young. /N/N in a hypothetical scenario, some observers questioned why the Bengals did not pursue a trade for Sonny Styles at the number 5 overall pick instead. The final trade structure involved the Giants receiving the 10th overall pick and the 41st overall pick, along with defensive tackle T.J. Slaton and future draft picks, while the Bengals acquired Dexter Lawrence and a 4th-round pick. The Cincinnati Bengals are undergoing a significant roster shift, highlighted by the trade of left tackle Dexter Lawrence. While the move dominated headlines, left tackle Orlando Brown Jr. quietly secured a team-friendly contract extension through 2028. Brown has maintained a steady presence, having protected quarterback Joe Burrow's blind side since 2023, despite challenges posed by the team's defense and quarterback injuries. In a recent NFL Network interview with Tom Pelissero and Judy Battista, Brown offered candid insights into the Lawrence trade. He expressed surprise at the move, emphasizing the leadership and star power Lawrence brings to the locker room, noting that the defense was missing key elements. Brown stated, "I was shocked, honestly, because guys like that really don't become available. That's really the crazy part to me, and I'm just thankful he ended up here. Because there's no telling what would have happened. He would have been at a divisional rival, but he just brings such positive juice to a locker room that was somewhat missing that on that side of the ball. He's a leader, as I mentioned. He loves the game of football, and he's just so fit for what we are and what it means to be a Bengal. The trade itself was highly unusual, as it involved acquiring Lawrence, a player of his caliber, by trading the 10th overall selection, a move deemed rare for the Bengals. Brown characterized the acquisition as a unicorn move, suggesting that it is extremely uncommon for a player of Lawrence's quality to become available in a trade. Analysts speculate that the trade may have involved Baltimore's pursuit of Lawrence, given their recent moves in the free agent market. The addition of Lawrence is expected to provide a substantial boost to the Bengals' defense, elevating the entire defensive line and relieving pressure on Brown and the offense. Brown expressed optimism for the future, stating, "I'm with OBJ. Can't wait to see Lawrence in action in Week 1 and beyond for what should be a Super Bowl caliber team."